Hello and welcome. So continuing on with my Doctor Who reviews with Series 10 Episode 7, The Pyramid at the End of the World. And yes, I had to read it off my phone because that is one heck of a title. Did anyone else kind of think when it actually appeared on the screen in the intro, it was a bit like, how the hell did it even fit that on the bloody title, for goodness sake? But anyway, I'm going to do my usual kind of way I talk about my reviews of my Doctor Who's kind of stuff. The good, the bad, and a little bit of spoilers. I like to do a little bit of spoiler kind of talk. A little bit late doing this review. I always like doing it a little bit earlier, but hey ho. So yeah, interesting. Like, I've seen a lot of reviews. They've talked about it. You know, obviously it's quite interesting to do the previous, a new way of doing the previous of doing previously and what's happening at that point in time. And I quite liked that. That was interesting. But for me, the main thing I quite liked about this stuff is the subplot that kind of happens while the main plot is happening, of the whole kind of these two scientists are creating something really bad and they're not realising that. And I really like that stuff because I remember watching it for the first time. I'm thinking, what the hell is going on? Why do we keep going back to these two characters? I don't want to say I wasn't caring, but I was a bit like, it's not really connecting to the main thing. And then when it started to obviously connect, I was like, right, this is actually really quite good and I'm really quite enjoying this. Especially when you watch it the second time, when you know what's kind of happening, you're quite like, I really quite like that. The storytelling is different, and normally it's always very paint by numbers with Doctor Who, so I quite like that it's a little bit kind of different. I really like Capaldi again. I think he's been really great again, solid again. Nardole takes a bit more of a, again, step back, and Bill is very much in the forefront of the companion. I think she is great in this episode. I think she's very human. Some of the choices she makes, I completely understand her reasonings and stuff like that. I like some of the characters. I like the whole structure of this episode. I like the whole concept of invasions that aren't about just shooting things. I quite like the monks' motivations. I like that they're kind of here to help, but they're not really, you know. I like all that kind of stuff. It's a bit like Children of Earth, where the 456 arrive, but they're not just here just to shoot things up and all that. And I quite like that kind of change of pace of different type of an invasion kind of style, and I always quite like that kind of stuff. And obviously the cliffhanger I really enjoyed. And was it just me that kind of felt like the music that was happening at the cliffhanger was obviously the same kind of music that was used when Matt Smith was had his fake regeneration, I guess, in the start of Series 6, and I was kind of thinking, shit, is something happening here? Is something going to happen big? But obviously when he gets his eyesight back, and because Bill has said, you know, she will obviously with the monks, and she's agreed to obviously do their terms and all that, and yeah, I thought it was a really great cliffhanger. I've really liked so far this, well, halfway through the trilogy of the monks, but I already feel like it has been a trilogy. I still think that space episode ends in a cliffhanger, and the next episode has it previously. It's weird to me. It's more of a quadrilogy. But yeah, overall, you know, I really enjoyed this episode. I think this, I think this has been a really solid, great series for Capaldi to sadly end on. But in fact, you know what? One nitpick I actually do have. Why the hell, like, his costume's a bit weird in this episode, I think. The whole shirt, we've gone back to Series 8 where he just wear random kind of coloured shirts. I don't really get it. It was weird. And he looked a bit, oh well, is that what they're trying to say? Because he was blind, so maybe dressing himself is going to a bit. Or did Nardole dress himself? That could have been an interesting little mini episode they could have done. But I don't know, it just seemed like, yeah, he's unbuttoned, untied, and he didn't tuck in his shirt like he normally does. But as I say, maybe that was trying to connect to the fact that he wasn't obviously 100% obviously with his eyesight. But then he buttons his shirt halfway through the episode. See, these are the small things that I get nitpicky with Doctor Who in my life, because I have such a riveting life that my life is so sad that I have to talk about things like that. Anywho, what did you guys think of this episode? Did you like it? Did you hate it? I would love to know. Comment down below, tell me what you think. So, oh yeah, next time I'll see you with the next Doctor Who review. So till then, see you later.